concept. Somebody asked me the other day, they was like, E, can you see gas? Bruh, have you seen the price of gas? I was like, actually, no. I haven't seen it. I just fill up. I haven't seen it. I'm a lender. I got other stuff that I'm looking at. I'm looking at kids' college tuition and helping them go to school. I'm putting money aside for kids to go to Dubai. I don't have time to look at gas prices. That's a borrower's conversation. How much something costs. I'm a lender. We don't have those kind of conversations. I said, Ma, listen to me. I love you. And if it had not been for the working class, we wouldn't be where we are right now. But that, Mom, you from the baby boomer. We didn't hit 3-4 generations since then. It's a new language. I need you to talk wealth talk. When you talk to me, I need you to talk wealth talk. Come on, son. How much is that apartment? I don't know. That's a tax write-off. I don't know. I don't know how much it is. That's my accountant. They write that off. That's a business expense. I don't know. Well, if they paying this and they paying that, then what's going to happen? They need to have a home at some point. I said we got 3. So when we die, they got 3. They get 2 and they split the other one for cash. Mom, it's a different mom. We're not on the night. There are those of you in this room, your problem is you know who God is. Some of you have worshiped God, but you're still operating in the natural. You're not operating in the spirit. I'm not talking about going to church no more. I've been to church. I've seen church folk. I've seen people do the Sabbath school. I've watched people eat a certain way. That ain't got nothing to do with being in the power, the wisdom, and the authority of the Holy Ghost. That's 2 different things. I know people who read the Bible back and forth. They still ain't got no power. I watch people pray. Their prayers hit the ceiling and come back. We're not talking religion. I'm talking about getting a relationship with God that will give you an authority and a power that would allow you to walk on the earth differently. Nobody got time to be going to church if we're going to still do. And so what they were saying was, how can he do this? I know what school he went to. How can he do this? I know his mama. How can he do this? I know his daddy. How can he do this? They grew up in Egypt. How can he do it? He didn't even grow up with us. They had to hide somewhere. I know where he was born, in a manger. I'm looking at his natural circumstances. I'm looking at his natural life, and this don't add up. Got married at 19, coming out of Oakwood. They should be divorced. You are absolutely right in the natural. You ain't lying. You telling the truth. Mama got pregnant with me at 17 years old. My father had 5 kids by 5 different women. You absolutely right. Not lying. Just misguided. You talking in the natural. We ain't in the natural no more. We in the spirit. Oh, you missed what I just said. We operating in the spirit. The boy, a high school dropout, how he get a PhD? I connected to the spiritual, and when I connected to God, he started downloading stuff that I didn't get when I was in elementary school. He started downloading stuff that I didn't take serious in middle school. He started downloading stuff that I didn't get in high school. I dropped out. He started downloading stuff as if I was in middle school all over again. Started doing stuff with my brain that blew my mind. I invite you today to get out of the natural. I ain't never had a PR person. I'm not telling you don't have one. I'm just telling you I had one. Just not in the natural. I ain't never had no agent. I'm telling you, I ain't never had. We did this on YouTube, y'all. We did this on Instagram. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? We blew up. We ain't been on nobody's TV. We blew up. We ain't been on nobody's network. We blew up. Nike, Under Armour, ain't nobody sponsored us. We blew up. They say, how in the world did this kid, who did he study under? Did he study Tony Robbins? No, that don't sound like Tony Robbins. It's got to be Les Brown. Les is the black motivator. He went through motivate. He went through Les. Nope, that don't sound like a little bit. He sound like he hungry, but it's a little different. Where does this kid come from? Where does he come from? They study my background. Where does he come? How did he go from being a high school dropout? How did he go from not knowing his biological father? How did he go from sleeping in the bed, abandoned building? How did he go from sleeping in the car? How did he become the #1 motivational speaker in the world? I got baptized at a revival, Pastor Willis, Detroit, Michigan. I got baptized. I gave my life to Christ and I started tapping in. Oh, as a matter of fact, I didn't just tap in, I tapped out. I'm like, God, I can't do this. I went to college and was like, whoa, I can't do this. I'm telling you, that's where, but God is like, I don't care where you start. As soon as you tap out, I'm gonna tap in. As soon as you get, and there are those of you who are not where you wanna be because you are in the natural. And then there's a group of you go from the natural to the spiritual, from the natural to the spiritual, and then you upset because you're not where you wanna be. And you're not where you wanna be because you keep going from the natural to the spirit. God is saying, I hate that. I love Christians because Christians be dogging out non-believers. Non-believers got it better than y'all. They cold. I said, I hate the natural. Then you're gonna try to come back into the spirit. Then natural. Then you're gonna try to come in. You say you lukewarm. I'll spit you out. Apart from me. I would prefer you either be natural or spiritual. I prefer you be hot or cold. You going back and forth, back and forth. My church was so packed last week, because of Easter week. Everybody was in there. I'm like, I ain't seeing you. Let me say this as we get ready to wrap this thing up. Let me say this to you. I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna say it in a way where I'm gonna be kind and try to help you. In the natural, you can play games and get some of the natural stuff. You can rob a bank and get away with it and be rich, or you can do the little fraud scheme, get away with it. You can put money here, take people money, charge card scheme. You can fake and have a degree that you didn't earn and get a job that you never. I'll tell y'all something though, you can't fake it to get into the spiritual. You can't play, you can't fraud your way into the spiritual. Oh, you want the rewards, but you don't want the work that come with the rewards. But you didn't want to do the work of it. Come on, I'm talking to y'all. You want to know what's wrong with you and why you ain't blew up. God is saying, you're trying to get my rewards without even having a relationship. You're trying to walk around with the power that Jesus had, but you ain't trying to do what he did to get that power.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.P. Flight Assessment 2.0. Look, I love the assessment so much that it took me to a whole nother level. Like I'm telling y'all think I've always been here. I promise you, there was a time I was lost. I'm just being real. There was a time that I was just shooting. I didn't know what to aim for. Like I didn't know. And so I wasn't making the money I'm making now. I didn't know, y'all. I had a gift. I didn't really know what the gift was. I didn't know how to use it. I remember struggles in my marriage because I didn't know who I was, struggled with my kid. So the flight assessment was phenomenal because it changed my life. It gave me a sense of clarity that I never had before. Like it showed me my value and it showed me like how to market my value, how to understand my value, how to sell my value, like how to put a price tag on what I was worth. I didn't know before. I was watching other videos, watching other people, mimicking other people, trying to do what other people were doing. It didn't work, y'all. And then boom, this assessment showed me me. Now I'm gonna be honest. While I love the assessment, it was on some PhD stuff. Like it was like an advanced degree. So I took the flight assessment 2.0 and simplified it for you. Flight assessment now is a pilot, a flight attendant, a ground crew, air traffic control. Like I simplified it with symbols and words that you can understand so that you can immediately take it and boom and do something with it. You're going to be able to use it immediately. You're going to figure out who you are, why you tick, what you do, and then you're going to be able to boom, take who you are and what you do and put it in the marketplace and make money. Listen to me very closely. Not only are you going to figure out who you are, you're going to figure out who everybody around you is. And guess what? You're going to slow life down. You're going to slow the game down and you're going to be able to do and be and have stuff you've never had before. So do me a favor. Listen to me. In 15 minutes, your whole life is going to change. Like I revamped the whole thing. I made the investment. I studied this thing for 5-6 years. I studied you. I got it, y'all. I got it. It's going to take 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, you're going to know you like you've never known you before. You're going to have resources. You're going to have the people that's going to be able to help you. You're going to be able to go, be, do, have everything you've ever dreamed of. You're going to speak with clarity. You're going to move with clarity. You're going to think with clarity. You're going to write with clarity. And that clarity is going to open up doors that you never imagined that could be open. Are you hearing me? So I went from a YouTube sensation to the #1 motivational speaker in the world. So So I want you to do me a favor. Act right now. Don't think, don't overthink, right? Make the investment. Don't spend no money. Make the investment. You're going to get your money back. Click the button, register, sign up, and do me a favor, bro. I promise you, when you do, after that 15 minutes, you are about to make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's your boy E.T. The flight assessment has revolutionized my life and my family's life and my family's coming life. Let it revolutionize you and your family's life.